everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Redskins are #1 in pass TDs, and they go up against the Cowboys defense that will try to keep them out of the end zone.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Cousins on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. On third down, Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Stephen Paya. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Cousins now. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. But 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Halfback sent in motion. Cousins from the gun on third. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Now, hang on a moment here. Marshall's in some pain. Still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Cousins now on second down. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun, here's Cousins. A swing pass caught and out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They come out here in the eye. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And now it's second and goal. Kelly to try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Rob Kelly, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it'll be first down here after the run. The play clock's running down. They'll run him now out of the gun. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down, Prescott. Now he's forced out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Cousins now from the 50. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Prescott from the gun. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Obviously, the offense thought they had something going by trying to go wide on a short yardage play. But how about the defense expecting something in the middle and still able to adjust and sprint to the edge and make the play?
Tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Kelly on the counter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you described that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was zero space, no gain.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Jordan Lewis, the rookie out of Michigan, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he whips that one incomplete there.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On second down, Prescott again. Out left side here to Bryant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a handoff looking right. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On 1st and 10, Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. But hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker. And well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
In motion, the tight end Reed. So the drive starts with Rob Kelly. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
In motion, the tight end Reed. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Malik Collins coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A second down throw for Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
And getting a look at the Wildcat here.
Let's go! 1, 9,
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Prescott to throw this time. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The rookie from Michigan, Taco Charlton. And it'll be 4th down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get the 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They run the counter now on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. They'll throw again. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. As we saw in his rookie year, Dak not afraid to run with it. And he did there to pick up the first. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Rashid Hageman in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Cousins to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game. And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you? Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking? Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever's... And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 48 yards. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one. He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup? On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago. He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 17-yard line. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Now they try the right side here. Big hold of the 30. Cuts back right. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it? It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win. So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
They'll go again with Kelly. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run with it. It's Kelly. And some space here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pryor has it complete. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Stephen Paya with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins now. And he drops this off to Townsend, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And now running right through it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Washington, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Landover.